summertime is here, and many of us have already started making travel plans that may include our furry friends. Meanwhile, traveling with a pet, and I've done it quite a bit, it can often be a little bit daunting and stressful, not only for you, but for the pet themselves.
That's right, and that's why we have the owner of Dog Training Elite, Nick Smith, joining us now with tips to ensure you and your dog have a smooth and safe trip. Welcome to you both, and you've brought Caden with you.
Yep.
What a handsome dog.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Nick, talk to us about what are some of the ways we should be preparing when we're bringing our fur babies along for our journeys?
Well, first thing is absolutely, as it's hot in Vegas, to never obviously have a dog in a hot car. Even with the windows cracked, it's still ridiculously hot, and dogs can't regulate their heat as well as us. So it's obviously number one, never have a dog in a hot car. Having a dog on a schedule, because they're used to a schedule in their everyday life. So if you're traveling, try and mimic that schedule. If they eat in the morning, eat at night, try and mimic that, because they're stressed out and they're not in their home. So to really mimic that schedule. For example, a guy went to Florida recently, 3-hour time change. He realizes there's a time change, so I had to kind of adjust to that as well. Another thing is separation anxiety. As I said, they're stressed out as well. Some things you can kind of do are bring a kennel. If they're kennel trained, that's their home, so they like to, make them feel secure. They're in a home. If they're not kennel trained or you don't want to bring a kennel, another thing you can do is freeze peanut butter in, you heard me say peanut butter,
So
but
cute.
He's like, did you just say peanut butter?
Peanut butter?
in a little Kong toy, freeze it in there, and then it'll keep them busy for an hour or two a lot of the time.
I love
Yep.
it. And
Yep.
consistency, I'm sure, not only with the food, but the walks as well. I know,
Exactly.
walks are like a religion around my house with my 2 dogs. Let's talk about anxiety. I've taken dogs on a plane. I've taken dogs on RVs and cars, and sometimes it makes them anxious. How can we help them stay calm during travel?
Keep their mind busy. Keep their mind on, something that they like rather than, where's mom and dad? What's going on? I'm stressed out. Just keep them busy with treats, toys, lots of love. It's not hard to give them your pet lots of love, especially when you feel they're a little stressed out. And walks. Walks are great too. Get their energy out, just to wear them out a little bit.
And they love to explore, right?
Exactly.
Dogs love to explore.
And honestly, one of the best ways to kind of wear a dog out is training. So even if you want to teach your dog a new little trick, teach them shake, teach them a little thing, getting their mind going, it's very mentally stimulating, and it'll keep their mind busy on that rather than kind of stressed out.
Absolutely. So we've got some tips of what to do when we're on these trips. Is there anything that people should be preparing for beforehand, taking to the vet, looking at different climates of where you're going? I mean, what should we be doing before?
100% take them to the vet. So, for example, Caden just broke a nail a few weeks ago, and so took him to the vet, and it was all the way down to the nerve. So he got some medicine and all this, and then we went camping last week. So having that, being prepared and everything, knowing he was healthy was very, helping my anxiety as well.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Camping sounds a lot of fun. I think a dog, most dogs would just love that because dogs love nature. They love to sniff. They love to explore. What about these, long road trips? We've got a lot of RVs here in the Valley. Some people are heading out for a couple of weeks or a couple of months this summer.
Yeah, so my wife and I, we like to go camping a lot, and we take him absolutely everywhere with us. And what we like to do if we're on a long trip, we like to. Hi, Caden, you want to say
He's
hi?
like, I want to lay down now.
Go ahead.
One thing we like to do is map out dog parks because it's just kind of fun to, explore dog parks. So we look on our, it's a 5-hour drive.
Absolutely.
Let's hit these 3 dog parks on the way there.
Yeah. I was curious when I said climates earlier because you mentioned you went to Florida, and it was kind of one of those things where you think about like if somebody's coming here and it's 107 degrees, what are you prepping for in those cases?
Just lots of water. You are such a baby, dude.
Hi, sweet
He
boy.
wants to hang out with the ladies. Smart dog.
You are such a baby. Just prepping for the climates. It's just bringing lots of water. So I trained him to wear those little booties. I know it's a little bit ridiculous times. It's funny, especially when they're first learning it. They're doing the weird walk, but it's very beneficial to have him be able to walk on hot pavement and not have to worry about his paws.
Oh, yeah, you
Yes,
gotta,
absolutely.
gotta pay attention to that pavement. Well, I'm sure a lot of people would love to know more about what you do here with the training, and so we're going to show all your information up there on the screen. Thank you so much for coming in.
No, of course, of course.
Oh, I'm getting kisses.
Yes, to get in touch with him and to find more helpful tips and tricks to help
love
make
you
both
too.
you and your dog's lives easier, visit dogtrainingelite.com/Las Vegas.